Well, unaccustomed as I am to public speaking, I was told to keep this brief, so I will do the best I can, but when you get to be a certain age, you can take license and privilege, and I intend to do that. So I just had a few little things here.
Over 20 minutes, you have to have a preaching license.
I think maybe aside from Hal, I don't know if there's anyone here that's known Don as long as I have. But that'll become clear in a few minutes. Now, since Don is so much older than me, in order to tell this story, we have to go back to the beginning. So you'll have to bear with us, and I've kind of added historic reference to these periods in Don and Mim's life. So, in the beginning, there was darkness. Now, in this age of darkness, Don's mother and father were raising a family, and all of a sudden they had twins. And then there was light. And I remember Don's father said, gee, twins, maybe we should name them. This is such a historic thing. Maybe we should name them Romulus and Remus. And his mother said, no, dear, just stick to Don and Ron. And he said, okay, because he always was used to saying, okay. Now, during the period of growing up with Don and Ron, there was a long period of attempted murders. And thank goodness that neither one of them were successful, although their mother thought that sooner or later she was going to have to bury one of them. And then Don met Mim. And this was the dawn of a new age. And a dawn of new awareness for Don. And I remember him telling me that he went up to Marcus Hook and he was in church and Miriam walked by and he was like, hello, man. And then on April the 10th, 1964, Don met Joe and Ray and Sergeant Rogers. And then began the age of the Great Reformation. And this was a period of great agonizing and great misery and great heartbreak.
Amen.
And then just a year later, on April 10th, 1965, Don and Mim were married. And then came, for Don, the Age of Enlightenment. And this was followed in due course by the first of 3 beautiful children, all of which I had the privilege to hold in my arms shortly after they were born. The raising of these 3 children, though, became known as the Age of Reasoning. And this, again, was during this period what was known as the Industrial Age. Because Don was working every moment, 2 jobs, sometimes 3 jobs, simultaneously to give his family the best that any man could ever give. And then on October 29th, 1966, Joe and Pat got married, and Don and Mim and Joe and Pat began the age of friendship together, which has continued to this day. But overshadowing all of this was this friendship of Don and Joe for now over 51 years. This, for Don, has been known as the period of the Great Atonement, which is his penance for calling me his friend. But if you look back now, through the eons that has been known as the age of love. Love of the Lord, love of country, love of family, love of friends, and love of life. I love you both.